Yeah. So dear boys, tell me which one is role, which one is port? Tell me. Never make it full screen.
Last class it was given to you as a task or assignment. Have you read it properly? To read about the port, role, and their roles in as color and collie.
Can you tell what is a port, what is a role? Anybody? Srilekha.
Sir.
Srilekha.
Sir.
What is a port, what is a role? Why did you play with Bongaram? Why did you play all through these 4 days? Bongaram is so favorite to you, huh? You didn't feel like reading, huh? You are playing all through these 4 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, today, Monday, till now you are playing.
Please
Sad.
don't take the advantages of online classes. Always you are just online. You are doing
Don't take the
bonking of class.
advantage. Don't take the advantage. It is your requirement. It's not my requirement. Don't play. Don't play with Bongaram. Don't make fun. Don't kill time. विकास कुमार, विकास कोड क्या है, रोल क्या है? मैं लास्ट क्लास में बताया था, पढ़ने के लिए बताया था। विकास,
यस
विकास
सर।
कहाँ छुप गए? क्यों 4 दिन मस्ती मारे? पढ़े क्यों नहीं? छोटी सी 1-2 लाइन ढूंढ के। आदत खराब के बच्चे कितना दिन जियोगे हैं? आदत खराब, कोई जानने की तमन्ना नहीं, नो इंटरेस्ट टू लर्न समथिंग। क्यों ज्वाइन किया इस कोर्स में? क्या प्राइवेट कॉलेज की तरह कोई सिलबट में पीस के कोई पिला नहीं देगा? नोबडी विल मेक यू ड्रिंक, इट इज योर रिक्वायरमेंट। That's sad. Nobody is able to speak out. Anybody?
Anybody voluntarily, please say.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, Siddharth Rautray, sir.
Siddharth Rautray. Good. Bolo Siddharth, then tell.
Sir, port and roles defines the communication between or information between the components, and ports are associated with the components and roles are associated with the connectors. And in ports there are basically two kind of, there are request port and there are reply ports. Request port and the figure of request port is in triangle, and the reply port is that two triangles. That figure is for the reply port. And then for connectors there are two type of roles, designated roles in connector. Those are one is caller and another is callee. So that defines that which component calls which components while their execution. So according to that the ports and roles are used.
Yeah, to some extent it's correct. Yeah. So the round ones, you see the round ones, the orange color, they are what?
So
They are the
roles.
roles. They are the roles for the connector.
To connectors.
Color and connector. The roles are associated with connector.
Connectors.
You see the round orange color round ones? Do you see here in the component boxes there are some round ones are there? They are the role for the connector, and port is the point where the roles get connected with the components. Okay, Debo, anything else? Debo, tell.
Chandrakant Chaudhary, I have given one assignment to you last class. Chandrakant,
What, sir? Yes, sir.
I have given some assignment to you in the last class.
No, sir.
Sir, you
told
have
to read
given
about-
me the
I
assignment.
told to read about prescriptive and descriptive.
I know, sir.
Sorry? I have given some prescriptive and descriptive architecture to explain it.
Sir, I don't think you have given me, sir.
I don't think means once the class is over, you are just forgetting everything. You are just waiting for the next 4:15 p.m.
No,
Once
sir.
the
No,
class
sir.
over, you are just waiting for the next 4:15 p.m.
Sir, I was listening, sir. I was there for last time, sir. Maybe, sir, I just missed the sound when you were saying, sir. I missed the connection, or maybe something happened, sir.
Anyway, you were present last class. You were present, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was present, sir.
Can you please tell about the prescriptive and descriptive architecture? How it is helpful in the cargo routing? The prescriptive and descriptive architecture regarding the application of cargo routing.
Can you share that cargo writing? Chandrakant, can you share? Can you share?
Can you sir what you have done about it? Nothing.
Let him share the picture, that cargo
Okay.
writing.
Cargo routing application. I repeated it 1 or 2 times last class, but you didn't care.
Where is that cargo writing? Cargo routing. Routing means
Finding
to
the path.
channelize
Finding
the
the
cargo.
path. Yes.
To fix up a path for movement of cargo. Where is
Movement.
that picture?
Yes, sir, exactly.
Where is that
Right.
picture? Where is that picture? Chandrakant, get that picture. Get that picture. Get that picture. And share it.
Sir, I don't have control. Sir,
You don't have any control. Your friend has some control. Somebody else has. Okay,
Yes.
Deba, pass on the control to Chandrakant. Deba, you pass on the control to Chandrakant. Deba, you keep the control, okay?
Okay.
Some other students are keeping the control, I find. You pass on the control to Chandrakant. He wants to show and explain.
Yes, sir. I have given to him only.
Okay. Chandrakant, you have got it. Now you try.
yes, sir.
Where is that? This prescriptive. You prescribe something. When you go to a doctor, he prescribes. Then, while taking the medicine, you make some change. So that is descriptive.
I told about
Sir.
the 2 architectures last class. 2 architecture.
Sir, I'm
Go through
trying to
something.
change. Sir, I'm trying to change, sir.
What you understand by prescribed and prescriptive and what you understand by descriptive. These are important things, very helpful in your future. In the architecture perspective view.
Sir, sir, prescriptive, sir.
This is the reason. If you don't keep a book, don't study, then you won't be able to answer. That's why you are telling, keep a book.
Very painful. It is very painful that you are not sincere till now, after the class started. Till now you are not sincere.
We started the class, I think, from
21st September.
21st. Yeah. September 21st, na? Yeah, 21st.
Sir.
It is your requirement. It's not our requirement. Till that time, you won't improve. जब तक आप खुद की जरूरत नहीं समझोगे.
Sir, I will present it properly, sir. Give me time for tomorrow, sir. I will do everything, sir.
Why you didn't study for last 3 days? आप 3 दिन क्यों मस्ती मारे? इलेक्शन कैंपेन में घूम रहे थे क्या नीतीश बाबू का साथ, हैं? कितना दिन घूमोगे?
अरे जितना जिस दिन जितना खत्म हो रहे तुम उतना और एक बार क्यों नहीं देखते हो? दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट. ये मत सोचना कि जितना खाली बस स्लाइड में पढ़ देते हो गया सब. तुम लोग को मिनिमम 2 बार पढ़ना पड़ेगा. अरे पढ़ने से तो डाउट निकलेगा. डाउट निकलने से लिखने से तो पूछोगे, और नहीं पढ़ोगे तो डाउट कहाँ आएगा? डाउट विल कम ओनली व्हेन you read. Or Asim, what about Asim? Valeria, Asim, can you please explain? Can you please explain?
Sir,
I missed the class.
बस एग्जाम में अगर आंसर आ गया तो आंसर शीट में लिख दोगे I missed the class, I didn't write. आंसर शीट में लिखोगे एग्जाम में?
Sir,
Have you
I will
asked your
read.
friends?
sir,
Sir,
can I try, sir?
This don't beg for any excuse. Okay, you are just asking for excuse only. I missed the class. It is not a reason. It is never a reason. I missed a class.
Sir, prescriptive
Please, I missed the class. It must not be a reason. It must not be a reason.
Yes, sir.
Can you write this thing in your answer script? If this question will come in the mid semester or the end semester exam, can you please write this type of thing?
Sir, I remember something, sir. Sir, prescriptive.
It is your responsibility to ask all your friends about the last class discussion.
Yes, sir.
And please don't be casual. Otherwise, you have to give a good penalty for it. Very good penalty for it. In the later stage, you have to give the penalty.
Okay, they will leave it. You.
Okay, anyway, I am just sharing a picture about the component and connector. A simple picture. Just see how the components are connected. Just a minute, I am pressing.
Draw करके तक.
Sir, what is screenshot उड़ा रखी थी?
Ye has told something, na? Rautrai has told.
Tomorrow, Asim and Chandrakant, you take the assignment for providing the color colleague with proper explanation and diagram and the descriptive and prescriptive architecture. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
can you repeat, sir?
Which thing?
First assignment, sir.
Port, role, color colleague. Their brief explanation with the proper diagram and the descriptive and prescriptive architecture. Be prepared with these two architectures. I may randomly ask.
Sir, I have to prepare PPT also, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
You prepare it and keep it with you. Randomly, I will ask when I will get time. And don't ask
Okay,
for
sir.
any excuse during that time, please.
No, sir, I will do it.
Okay.
Never start.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Andrila.
Can you see the picture right now? You want to
Andrila is there or not? Andrila Sa.
Yes, sir.
What are the six connectors? What are the 6 connectors in the last class it was told? Yeah. Very important. Connectors are the most important thing in software architecture. You have to keep it in your tongue. There are six connectors, na, Deba? There were
Yes,
six.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. There were six connectors in the last class. It was told. कोई बताएगा? Somebody can tell. Somebody can tell.
Yes, sir.
Who?
Yes, sir.
Andrila?
Srilekha, sir.
Srilekha.
Procedure call.
You read
Last
it in the
class it
last
was
class, or
there.
you are now checking in the book?
No, sir. I,
They are very important. Everybody should just remember those six. What are they? Procedure call.
shared memory connectors, procedure call connector, message passing connector, streaming connector, distribution connector, adapter connector, sir.
Okay. We'll read in detail for each one. The connectors are most important. So all the students, please give a look at what are the different types of connectors. We'll read it in detail for each one. Okay, Debo, start.
Okay, sir.
Chapter 4, na? Chapter 4
Yes.
style.
Chapter
Yes.
4.
We'll start with chapter 4. Everybody has got these slides now. Go through it. Don't kill time. Okay. In chapter 4, we will read some styles. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
when you see something, just note down what are the styles, different styles. Write down that. First you give. Those are very important. There are 7 number of styles. Yes,
Wrongly it is,
yes.
sir. No, sir. Wrongly it is.
No, this not. Shall I share it?
No, sir, I'm just sharing. Wrongly.
So, dear boys, you note down, I am telling. What are the 7 styles, okay? Everybody write down. Oh, now it has come, yeah. You will study it, okay. Go, Debo. Next.
Yes. Now, the design.
Say slide handler, they will note down first. Go down, Debo.
Sir.
Go down. Next slide, 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 next slide. Oh, iterator 9. Okay. Okay, next. Oh, it is the last one. Acha. Next. Next slide. Next slide. You note down these styles. Everybody should write down. Keep it in your notebook. There are, in fact, how many? 6 styles. The first one is a very traditional style. We don't consider as an very special one. And the last one is the derived, is a combination of above 6. So the last one is a derived or a combined, is a combination of above 6. And the first one is very traditional one, where subroutines and object-oriented classes and objects are considered.
C2 is
So
component and
first one-
connector. C2, sir. Component and connector.
And all component connector configuration comes with layered, data flow, shared, interpreter, implicit invocation, and peer-to-peer. These
these are
6
very-
are And the last one is the derived. Derived means taking advantage of all the above 6. The style derived from above 6. Okay? All note down. Everything should be tip of your tongue. I will ask any time the number of connectors and what are the different styles. Anytime I will ask in between. Okay? Silekha, did you note down?
Yes, sir.
जितेंद्र गोरा आपने लिख लिया?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir, I will
Done,
start.
everything done. We'll read in detail for each one. Just you keep it in your mind. What are the 6 styles? You will start immediately telling. Sir, layered data flow, shared memory, interpreter, implicit invocation, peer-to-peer. Like this. You like this, you tell me with full flow. Okay, then we'll go to the chapter, slide number 2. Slide number 2, yeah. We will now design the architecture.
The designing the architecture. Okay. So here the designing part, the most vital part of the architecture. Here, how do you design? What the creativity you need for it? What the methodology you must apply to get a good design for your architecture? We'll cover these things now. So where do the architecture come from? It is always a question mark. It is from the creativity or from applying the methodologies. In the creativity, it is from only from fun, only from the fraught with peril, or maybe it is an unnecessary thing, or may yield the best. Sometimes it is the best, or sometimes it is an unnecessary thing, or the architecture is fraught with peril. Means you are doing something with stress that may be unnecessary. So if you will follow the methodology, so the efficient familiar terrain, it not always successful. It is a predictable outcome of it. It may come from where we are finding our architecture, from a familiar terrain, or not always it is a successful, or it is a predictable outcome, or the quality of methods varies for the architecture. So these are various situations we may create the architecture. Sometimes it is successful, sometimes it is unsuccessful. It is depends on your designing technique. Now, if you are designing with the creativity, then you have to enhance your skill set. You have to enhance your ideology. The best idea, what the ideas you are applying to your architecture, and provides the new tools. Then the methodology. It focuses on some high effective techniques. What the methodology means, what advanced techniques or effective techniques you are applying for the design of your architecture. So this development judgment will be a novel situation, and when to follow, we establish a method for it. Then engineering design process. First, feasibility stage. We'll see the practical feasibility when designing a architecture process. First of all, set of feasible concepts. Before designing, you have to collect the set of feasible concepts, which is more feasible for your architecture. So, then the preliminary design stage. First, after visualizing the feasibility stage, then we'll go for the preliminary design stage. It is the stage to select and develop the best concept. After getting a set of feasible studies, after getting a set of feasible concepts, we have to find the best concept that is associated with it. That is the main objective. Then the detail, first one is the feasibility, then primary design stage, then the detailed design stage. Here we will describe all the conceptual things about the development of your architecture. Everything you have to describe. Means the describe is the engineering, the technical description of your entire concepts. This is during the detailed design stage. And the next stage is the planning stage. Here you have to do the evaluation and alter the concept according to the requirement. We need this type of requirement for my architecture, so I have to alter it. And you have to evaluate your architecture according to the production, their distribution, their consumption, and the product requirement. So these are the main 4 stages while designing while processing for the design. First is the feasibility stage, preliminary design stage, detailed design stage, and planning stage. These are the 4 important things. Then when we are proceeding with this type of design process, what the potential problems we may face, what the potential problem we may face during the development of the architecture. First one, if the designer is unable to produce a set of feasible concept, then there will be no progress. The progress automatically stops in the next stage. Means you cannot proceed to the next step. At the feasible stage, you will stop. So the designer have to provide the set of feasible concept. Otherwise, some potential problems you have to face. Next, as problems and products increase in size, when your architecture is more complex, when your architecture will be more larger, then problems will be increased in that ratio. And also when the product increase in size, then the complexity and the probability that any individual can successfully perform the first step decreases. So their first step, the feasibility study concept, may decrease if this type of complexity occur in the problems and the products. There might be chance of occurring the complexity in product and problem when they increase, because complexity obviously increase if the architecture style will be more larger and larger in the subsequent stages. And it is very difficult for a single individual to successfully accomplish all the steps. Then the next, the standard approach does not directly address the situation where system design gets stuck. That is when relationship between a set of products is a issue. When some relationship between the two products will create some issues, will create some problems, then also our progress will stop. We cannot proceed with only the standard approach. We have to apply some new design technique for it. Otherwise, there will be the issue or there will be some problems as with your architecture. Then, as complexity increases or the experience of the designer is not sufficient, two things, complexity increasing and the designer is not in a position to explain it properly, means his knowledge is not sufficient. Then what will happen in that case? Now we have to consider for some alternative approaches. Only we have to consider some alternative approaches for the design process. Otherwise, we will face a lot of difficulties while the processing of our design of architecture. So what the alternative strategy you have to follow if you will face some difficulties or potential problem during the process of your architecture? Now, what are the alternative strategy? First one is the standard. The linear model described above, that is which we have to apply some process. First one is the cyclic. The cyclic can revert to an earlier step. We will just go to the previous step to analyze what the issues are occurring with the existing architecture. Then we will proceed. Next, one strategy we can follow, that is parallel. Independent alternatives are explored in parallel. First, keep your architecture in one side and keep the another successful architecture in one side and compare it with the parallelly compare it. What the difficulties are there and where the problem you are facing during the development. Next, adaptive. Let tracks as you adaptive means the next design strategy of the design activity is decided at the end of a given stage. We will decide what the strategy we have to follow for the development of the architecture. It has to be decided at the end, rather in any interim situation. Then incremental. Each stage of development is treated as a task of incrementally improving the existing stage. So every stage, what the stages I told previously, the feasibility stage, the preliminary design, the detailed design description, everything, and the planning phase. The last one was the planning phase. For each stage of the development, it will be treated as a task of incrementally improving the existing stage. In every stage, we have to check the improvement, what the improvement has done till this stage, and incrementally or gradually it will increase. Then identifying a viable strategy, how to identify
Viable means practically possible.
which is more feasible and practically possible. Yes.
The strategy which is practically possible.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So to find a viable strategy which will be feasible for the architecture. So for this, use the fundamental design tools, the abstraction and the modularity are the main designing tools that may help for the feasibility study, which is more practical feasibility study. But how? It will be with the inspiration, and where the inspiration is needed, predictable techniques, where else we require it. And where is the creative required? These are, we will apply our own experience or experience of others. So we need the creativity and we need the inspiration for the design or for the practical feasible study of your architecture. So to develop the creativity, so for this you need the experience of yourself or you can collect the experience from others, so that it will be more practical strategy. It will be more viable strategy. The tools of software engineering 101. Sir, 101. Sir.
This 101 means there is a large number of alternatives are there. Okay. It's a jargon always used. Software engineering 101, civil engineering 101. That means for every activity there are 101 alternatives are there. You have to pick up the alternative as per the requirement. 101. There are 101 alternatives or opportunities or steps. That means quite a large number of steps are there or
Strategies
alternatives are there.
And you can follow any alternative strategy for it.
For everything, I have to pick the right one. You have to identify the right one and use that one only. A right one. As I had told, there is no silver bullet. Exact thing. This is the path. It is not mentioned. It is dependent on the case. What type of case you are following. So depending on the case, you accept the strategy. So that it means. It means that software engineering 101. That means there are 101 alternatives are there. Okay. Why?
Yes. So we have a lot of strategies, alternative strategies. So a few definitions from the dictionary online. No, sorry, Oxford or English Dictionary online.
Oxford English Dictionary.
OED. Yes, sir.
OED, very common term. OED means Oxford English Dictionary.
English Dictionary. So first the abstraction.
You have read it in object-oriented analysis. This all these things, abstraction, modularity. You have read it. So the same thing. Yeah.
Yes, sir. The abstraction. This is the act or process of separating in thought of considering a thing independently. So this is a way how you are thinking a process. The act of thinking a thought of process, considering, sorry. The act of process or separating in thought of considering a thing independently or of its associations or a substance that is independently of its attributes, or an attribute or quality independently of the substance to which it belongs. Okay, so they have already discussed the abstraction. Then the reification. Reification. This is the mental conversion of an abstract concept into a thing. So we are converting it, an abstract into a particular thing. So giving
abstract means a gist, a overall gist of anything. Sarangs, overall gist, that is abstract. After getting the sarangs, how to convert into program. That's a conversion is reification. Conversion. How to convert to a programming coding form. Okay.
Yes. From the abstract, how you are converting into a coding part or any source code execution. Then the deduction. This is the process of drawing a conclusion from a principal objective that is already been assumed.
From the principle.
From the principles already been assumed or known. Already which it is known to us. So it is, we have to derive the conclusion from the principles. It is in the logic inference by reasoning from the generals to particulars and opposed to induction. Okay. And induction is the process of inferring a general law. What you are inferring? Inferring a general law or any principle from the observation of particular instances. So these are some dictionary definitions which is available in the OET about the abstraction, reification, deduction, and induction.
All these things are necessary for designing your architecture. You have to build an abstract, then you have to plan for conversion, then you have to deduce. School में class 10 में आप लोग deduction करते थे geometry में. How you are doing deduction? कुछ data we are giving, you are deducing something. Deduction. Deduction means drawing some conclusion.
Deriving some conclusion.
Deriving some conclusion. You had deduction in geometry, na, class 10 mein. The same thing, that is deduction. Derive something. From some data you derive something. Then induction. Induction means infer. Some data is given, you get some conclusion from it. That is induction. Induce the data, give some meaning to you. That is induction. Okay. Next. It is 5 o'clock.
Abstraction and the simple machines. Abstraction means the main layout or gist of any concept or any architectural process. So, what concept should be chosen at the outset of a design? We should have to be a set of feasible concept. Just previously we discussed. We should have a feasible concept, means that would be more practical. So one technique, it is the search for a simple machine that serves as an abstraction of a potential system that will perform the required tasks. So for choosing the set of concept to design a task, we have to search for a simple machine that serves as an abstraction of a potential system to complete the desired tasks. For instance, what kind of simple machine makes a software system embedded in a fax machine? So we have to consider what kind of we can embed it, we can add to the fax machine so that it will do the telephonic work as well as the printing service. So a printing service machine as well as a telephone will be embedded as a software system to provide the such service. Then simple machines provide a plausible first conception of how an application might be built. So it should provide a good idea for the concept of how the application is being built. Every application domain has its common simple machines. Each application has their own common simple message. So, see here some common domains with their simple messages. In the graphics domain, what you the necessary systematic simple messages we need for it. For graphics, we need a pixel arrays, the transformation matrix, the width gates, the abstraction depiction graph. So these should be the simple messages for the common for the domain of any application. Then word processing. For word processing, you need the structured documents and their layouts. For process control, the finite state machine. The domain is process control. They are simple machines using finite state machine. Then income tax software, for which we need the simple machine is hypertext, spreadsheet, form templates. Web page, for web page domain, the simple machines are hypertext and the composite documents. And in the domain of scientific computing, these simple machines are matrices, mathematical functions. And in the banking domain, we have the spreadsheets, the database, their transactions. This should be the main simple machines in their respective domains. Okay. Then choosing the level and terms of disclosure. Any attempt to use abstraction as a tool must choose a level of discourse. And once this is chosen, it must be chosen in terms of discourse. So you have to use your abstraction as a tool. For what? For what? You have to choose a level of discourse. And once the discourse is chosen, means you have to choose it in the term of also discourse. Then alternative one. Initial level of discourse is one of the application as a whole. This is the stepwise refinement. The alternative two is work initially at a level lower than that of the whole application. Once several such sub-problems are solved, they can be composed together to form an overall solution. Means once several such problems are solved, just it is a concept of here composability. Here the concept of composability. If when the sub problems are solved, we can compose all the solutions of the sub problems together to form an overall metadata solution or overall solution for the complex problem. This is the alternative 2. Then in the alternative 3, work initially at a level above that of the desired application. It is by handling some simple application input with some general parser. We need a parser for that to parse the simple applications as an alternative 3. So we have 3 alternatives to choose the labels: below the level, at the same level, and at the above the level. Okay, initial level is with the same level, then the lower level, then the above the level. Then separation of concerns. The separation of concerns is the subdivision of a problem into independent parts. So here the objective is to doing the separation, decomposing the problem into small individual problems. Here the subdivision of a problem into some independent parts, because it is very difficult to solve a large problem at a time. So we need what? We have to divide it into small units or sub problems, and once it will be sub units or any sub problems, we can solve it very easily or conveniently, and later we have to add or combine all the solutions into a single solution. That is the separation of concerns. The difficulties arise when the issues are either actually or apparently intertwined. So when the difficulty will arise, these are actually or apparently, these are actually possible or apparently we are thinking about it. So difficulty will only come in that time if you will see if it is practically feasible or not. If it is not feasible and only apparently feasible, there is no meaning. So it should be practically feasible, then only issue can be resolved. The separation of concerns frequently involves many trade-offs. So separation of concern, it needs a frequent trade-off or any deal in between which one to be resolved first. We have a lot of sub problems which to be executed first, which to be executed later or concurrently. So these some and what type of platforms we need for the execution of the sub units. So there is a lot of trade-offs in between for the separation of concern. So the total dependence of concept may not be possible. So total independence is not possible. Independently, they may not possible always. Because during their execution or during their um, processing, they need some dependency with others. The key example from software architecture is a separation of components from the connectors. Means the components means here the computations and the connectors are the communication in between all the computations. So it is not always be possible. So it is a separate component. We are just dividing the computation into smaller unit, solving it. Finally, we are merging it to get a good solution for it. And the grand tool, a good experienced or refined idea for the tool. Experience must be reflected upon and refined. If you have some experience, it should have some updated quality. It should be the refined quality and it should be reflected as a very good suggestion from it. The lessons from prior work include not only the lessons of success, but also the lessons arising from failure. We don't get any lessons always from the success. Also, if you have some failure in your life, then it will give some lessons to you to change yourself or to bring some newness to your ideas. Learn from success and failure of other engineers. It is with the literature and the conference. We are conferring it with the literature. Experience can provide that initial feasible set of alternative arrangements from the design of a hotel. So if you have experience, then you can get a very good alternative feasibility set of solutions. And without experience, you will be sometimes you will be helpless. So the experience are very much important for the feasible solutions for any set of problems. Now, here the patterns, the styles, and the domain-specific software architectures.
Everybody draw it. Everybody draw it. This is very important. We all the time
Please
ask.
draw it. Please, all the times we will repeat it. Please draw it.
Everybody draw it in a paper. Therefore, you make it full screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And practice the architecture in a proper way so that you can explain in the later classes. When it will be asked to you, you can properly explain. So it is a very good thing about the pattern, style, and the domain-specific software architecture.
The x-axis it is scope, and the y-axis it is the shallow versus deep.
Deep means it is the knowledge about the domain knowledge which is shallow or deep.
Shallow means very superficial, very less.
Very less.
Little.
No experience.
Very
You have no experience. Lack of experience. It is
Knowledge
shallow.
is less. Yeah.
Knowledge is less. And if it is your domain knowledge is very good and it is a deep level, if your domain knowledge is very deep level, then you can have a good experience to get a very feasible alternative for your problem. If you are facing some problems, then if you don't have any domain knowledge regarding that problem, your knowledge level will be at the shallow level. Means what? You don't have any experience. you don't have the capability to bring some alternative for your solution. So with increasing your domain knowledge, that will be the deep level. Deep level means you can work with the domain specific architecture. In the particular domain you can work, or you can show your feasibility study. Okay, you can see here the program design pattern, the styles, the architectural pattern, and the next one, the domain.
Program design pattern is the initial level when the programming
Very initial level, very common initial level. Yes, sir.
knowledge is shallow.
Sir.
Then
Knowledge
as you
is too less.
improve in
Yes.
your programming style, the scope increases, so you go toward the architecture style. The bigger portion is the architecture style. We'll read those 6 styles. Those 6 styles come here. What I told in the few minutes back. Those 6
Six
styles
styles and
come
the
here.
traditional one, and the last one was the derived style.
First one is
C2
the
and
traditional,
four.
last one is the derived. So
C2
those
and
6 come here.
yes.
Then as you develop knowledge on style, you will always intend to think about the pattern. What type of pattern it is following. Always you intend to think any pattern does the architecture follows, any from the previous knowledge, you always try to build any pattern out of your knowledge. Pattern means something recurring.
Recurring.
And then as you grow more knowledge, you move towards domain specific. As you saw, the TV domain from earlier model to a latest model, it went in a particular direction. So that is domain specific. In a particular domain of TV or any steel plant, I can consider 10 steel plants in our country. That is the metallurgical sector. That's the domain of metallurgy. So in a particular
Very
domain, what is the
specific
architecture?
domains.
Yeah.
Yes. And also the
Yeah.
scope will be increased, and initially only you have the programming level, no any application talent you have or an application knowledge you have. So in the, if the scope will increase, also you have the application structure and their system structures, you can increase it. Your scope will be increased with the increase in your domain knowledge. You will get a good scope, you will get good alternatives for each every problems of the any domain. Keep it in your mind and try to practice the each components in it, and you can give the reply or give a good explanation in the next class. Okay, here the DSSA, the domain specific software architecture, it is an assemblage of software components, a combination, assembly or assembling a set of components as a software components. It is specialized for a particular type of task because it is a very specific domain. So it is specialized for a very particular type of task. It is generalized for effective use across that domain and composed in a standardized structure. Means your scope will be increased. Then it will be the system structure, or the structure will be more standardized and effective for building your successive application. That is the important thing. If you have the concrete domain knowledge in a particular domain or in a specific domain, you need a concrete knowledge. Then since DSSAs are specialized for a particular domain, they are only of value if one exists for the domain wherein the engineer is asked with building a new application. So they are only of value if one exists for the domain where the engineer is tasked with building a new application. Then domain specific software architectures are the preeminent means for maximal reuse of knowledge. The optimal use of knowledge will occur in the domain specific software architecture. Your knowledge will be more applicable in this stage and prior development, and hence for developing a new architectural design. Ultimately, it will help you a lot when developing a new architecture design. Then the pattern. It helps the architectural pattern. First one is the DSSA. Here the most deep level domain knowledge. You have the good knowledge or the experience or the more domain knowledge. Here slightly less as compared to the domain specific software architecture. Here in the architectural pattern, architectural pattern is a set of architectural design decisions that are applicable to a recurring design problem and parameterized to account for different software development contexts in which that problem occurs. The architectural patterns are similar to DSSA but applied a lower level of domain knowledge within a narrow scope. Here the scope will be minimized, where the scope will be less, and as compared to domain specific software architecture, it is very similar, but their domain knowledge is a little less and the scope is also less. Just we can visualize the previous slide in the architecture pattern. Here the application structure scope you are using in the domain specific software architecture. Here the system structure you are using. So the architecture patterns are similar but has a lower level of domain knowledge as well as a narrower scope. Narrow scope means less scope. Then the state logic display. 3-tiered pattern. Okay, here 3-tiered already we have discussed in the previous class. The front, back and the middle tier. Okay, here the front is the display, that is the user interface, that is a front tier, and the back tier is the state, that is a database you are connecting to the database through the interface, and the middle one is the business logic where the main application is being executed. The 3-tiered pattern: display, business logic and the state, that is the database. Display is the user interface that send request for the service, and business logic will provide the application to process or to execute the source code. Then once it is executed, what the necessary things we need and what the necessary things we required or requested, that will be given request to the stored data where the database is there. That is the extreme backend. And from the database, it will return or it will respond the value, and the business logic application again provide the value for the display. So it is a 3-tier architecture pattern: front, back and middle. Then 3 things, very important things: MVC, model, view and controller. First you have to design the model, you have to have a good focus in it, good view on it, and ultimately we have the control on the model. MVC. The objective. Here the objective is the separation between the information, presentation and user interaction. When a model object value changes, a notification is sent to the view and to the controller. If any changes are being occurred for the model, it sends a notification for the view and to the controller. View means we can check it or you can look into it, and the controller for the necessary action, so that the view can update itself. The view can update the what has changed to my model or architecture, and the controller will take necessary action or change the mode and can modify the view according to the logic it requires. When handling input from the user, the windowing system sends the user event to the controller. When we are handling input from the user, so what will happen? Now it sends the user event to the controller. What the user event? It will be sent to the controller, and if any change is necessary, the controller will modify the model object according to the requirement. Here.
Very interesting. MVC.
Yes, sir.
Always in
MVC.
life it will be helpful. Always.
You check the three box. First one is a view, controller, and model. Model is the all information or necessary requirements are encapsulated. View, it is the encapsulation of the display choice, the interface type. It is a graphical display. And the controller, it is the encapsulation of interaction semantics. It is a user interface events. So there are the three things model, viewer, controller are set for the architecture. And similar to the model, view, and controller, we have sense, compute, and control. And in the model, it is compute, view means we have sense, and the controller is the control. If you will compare, just first two are changed. Sense is the view, we are sensing it, viewing it, and compute means the model, and the controller is the control part. Now the computer will compute, the sensor will send the request or any sense or any response, and the computer will do the application logic. The middle part will do the application logic. And A, B, C are the actuators that can control it. That is the actuator means automatic control or automatic action will take it. The actuator A, B, C. So here read all the sensor values, the computer control outputs and control to all actuators. Okay. See, it is very similar to the MVC, model, view, controller. Control. Model is the compute part. Here you can check. Model is the compute part, the encapsulation of information, and view is the sense part, and control is the controller part in a embedded controller application. Okay. In the next class, we'll go for the lunar lander. How?
You tell them, tell some brief thing on lunar lander. That
Yes,
will
sir.
be interesting for them. They will read it. Okay.
How
It's a
space
toy.
shuttle-
It's a toy. It's a programmable toy. Okay.
Game, toy game, sir. Toy game.
Toy game.
Toy game. And you can also practice in your system. What you are observing, also please share in the next class. What you are observing in the lunar lander game. Okay, please share in the next class. And today this much. And from in the next class on Tuesday 4:15, we will continue with the lunar lander.
You go through this lunar lander. It's a game. It's a computer game, and you can download it, and in your mobile you can play. Okay, or in your laptop you can play. How the lunar lander can land in moon. Okay,
And
it's a game.
during the landing, what the difficulties you are facing and how to balance all the difficulties. Balance it. What should be the fuel level? What should be the throttle? What should be the altitude? What the speed should be maintained? So what the control you can what the control should be provided to land it safely in the lunar space.
We will use this example all through this book. All through this book, in every chapter, they will refer to this example for coming maybe 10, 12 chapters. 10, 12 chapters everywhere will tell about this lunar lander. So you please try to understand how it works, how you have to make a balance of all these things what Devabhaya told. What the speed,
A proper balance of all the parameters so that it can safely land at lunar space.
Okay.
It is very difficult. It is very difficult to land, but still you have to
You download it, you try it, you
You
play
try
with the
it.
game for
Whether
some
you are
time.
able, whether successfully you are able to land it or not. You try. And what are the difficulties you are facing? Please share in the next class. Okay.
Okay. Okay. It was a game that had appeared in 1960. Pretty old game. Pretty old. Pretty old game. We'll talk in the next class. We'll talk in the next class tomorrow at 4:15. So you try it. What are the problems you are facing? We'll hear. How many could you download it? How many could you play with it? How many could you successfully land it? Okay. Okay. That's all. That's all.
Sir, one more thing. Dear students, please turn to Asutosh Gupta, Guduri Achyut and Mohendra that there is, if you will not attend more than 75%, then there is a chance of backlog of this particular subject.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. It's Mahendra Sharma.
So when did you
हमेशा क्यों
Sir,
लेट आते हो?
just
sir,
before you-
1
just
minute,
before
sir.
statement.
One minute, sir. Sir, even in the last class also, sir, if I say the truth now, you will think that I am always talking about the making some like excuses. But what happens, sir, in the last time when you are taking the attendance at the same time my laptop get offered, so there is electricity problem. What we can do for that? And now if you are forcing for the 75% attendance, this is really, sir, you give that assignment, sir. I'm not saying any against the rule, but if you are giving any assignment or anything, if we are not doing that, that is our fault. But sir,
No. Just listen to me. You are also not responding in the later stage. What the difficulties you are facing just after the class? You are not responding yet.
Sir, please, sir, maybe sir, you just look that even in the last class I have write that, sir, Devo sir, I have not given attendance, sir. Even I have write on the message, sir. If you check that, I have maybe some classes I miss. I apologize for that, but there are 2 classes I have talked. Even you are calling my name, I have listened, but when I responded, you are not able to listen. Maybe this is network issue or thing. And I have taken I have given the message like a text message to you.
You don't text message. You send a mail to him in his mail ID. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir.
Don't send any message.
Sir, actually, sir, it's my kind request. Actually, what happened? Hello.
Yes. Tell.
Sir, what happened? This is the time.